What is up, y'all, and welcome back to the True Wildlife YouTube channel. My name is Cameron. We are down here on the Texas coast, and if y'all want to see how we caught all of these awesome flounder right here, make sure to stay tuned for the video. I'll see y'all out there on the water.
On this day, we dove straight into the world of flounder fishing. Flounder are one of my favorite fish to catch, and I think many other anglers would agree. They are hard fighting and often considered one of the best tasting fish on the Gulf Coast. But before we could try and catch any of these flat fish, we needed to catch bait.
Alright, so we're gonna throw the cast net and see if we can manage to catch some more finger mullet, because that's what they're feeding on right now. Terrible, absolutely terrible throw. We'll see if we caught anything. If not, we might have to go drive around and try to find some. Wow, I caught a couple. Caught quite a few. I actually caught 3, and that was a terrible throw. Okay, so my cast net is all tangled, but we'll throw it anyways and see if we can catch anything. It just won't open up all the way. All the strings are tangled on the top, and it's making it pretty hard. Wow. Tons of shad in there, not what we want at all. These are terrible baits. They don't last, they fall off the hook. And yeah, they just die super easy, so we'll get those out of there. We're trying to catch the finger mullet right now. Caught 3 on that last terrible cast. See if we can catch maybe 4 or 5 more. We're gonna start doing a little bit of flounder fishing with some live finger mullet right here. So I cast netted these earlier. I don't know if you can see them down the bucket. And grab one right here. And all we're doing is we're taking it on our jig head. The most simple way to catch flounder. Take that little bait, take your jig head, put it right up through the top lip, a little bit farther out the head, but not enough to kill them. It's enough so they stay on the hook. Just like that. He's gonna sit there and wiggle around. That's gonna be perfect. So flounder love structure. All we're gonna do to catch these things is just flip them right up onto the rocks in front of us. Just like that. And just slowly drag them off the rocks until we feel one thump it. And when they thump it, then you sit and you let them eat. But usually they're gonna be right up on those rocks within 5 to 10 feet of them. They like structure and they like current. That's what we're fishing. We're hooked up, guys. Watch out, he's coming your way. Man, I was just reeling this bait in. I'm pretty sure, dude, that's either a red or a big trout. Hey, that could be a big trout. We're hooked into something nice here. What is that? Is that a big trout? Bro, bring the net. It's either a dink red or a big trout. Oh, this is a trout. He's gonna be. It's a red. It's a beautiful red. Nice. Oh, he's just a little guy. Did you get him? Yeah. Little red right here, y'all. Won't even be a keeper. They got to be 20 inches, 20 to 28 in Texas. This guy's only about 17. But it's a nice, pretty red. Look at all the spots on him. It's a beautiful fish. Pop the hook out. And that is a bycatch of flounder. They live in pretty much the same environment. Beautiful fish. Let's get him released. One of my favorite fish to catch. They really throw down. But there we go. Let's get another finger mullet and try again. All right, we got another bait right here. Just a little baby finger mullet. We're just gonna pitch this right up into this current where it's coming around the corner. Okay, so we just got to a new spot. It's about 10 in the morning. The other place we were at was kind of dead. We didn't really catch much at all, just a bunch of dink trout. So we pulled over here to another little popular fishing area down here in our Galveston area. And we have an outgoing tide over here, and we're gonna be going for speckled trout instead of flounder. Still a possibility of catching a flounder over here, but mainly it's gonna be speckled trout up on this flat, up on this all this shell out here. So I'm gonna rig up and we're gonna head out there. We're gonna be waiting. It's gonna be a little bit deep because the tide's super high right now, but we'll get out there, get on top of that oyster and see what we can hook into. Y'all stick with it. Okay, we're just now hopping in the water at the second spot. It's beautiful, calm out here, perfect winds for this area. Water looks good, clarity's nice. Tons of bait that we're seeing already. We're just gonna make our way over to this current and see if those trout are stacked up around it. I'm starting off with a little imitation shrimp lure right here. Hopefully that'll get something to strike. In case I haven't already said this, today I'm throwing the Piscifun Captain 3000 size spinning reel paired with 20-pound braid, and I have a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader just to help with some of that oyster and to hopefully entice a few more bites. The boys are tripled up here, and I think I have myself a nice keeper speck. Oh, A beautiful keeper speck, y'all. Man, we've just been out here catching a bunch of sand trout and little baby specks. I don't even have the camera rolling. And that right there is a nice keeper speckled trout going on the stringer. Hey, let's go. First good one of the day. First keeper fish of the day for me. There we go. Going on the stringer, y'all. A nice speckled trout down here in Texas. On our part of the Texas coast, they have to be 15 to 25 inches. They have a slot and you can keep 5 fish a day. So that's a perfect eater size. See if we can catch some more. We're finally getting into some fish out here. We've been fishing up shallow and then we found out that the fish seem to be on the other side of this little oyster reef that we're fishing. Lots of little sand trout, lots of small schooly speckled trout. That's the first keeper. So let's see what else there is. I don't know if y'all can see it in the camera or not, but there's this little area on the water right here, this little slick looking area. That is called a slick. So what that is when fish feed, they're feeding on these shad, on these mullet, on whatever type of bait, and then they're throwing it back up, regurgitating it. And just all the oils and stuff from the fish, from the bait that they're eating, comes up to the top and it makes a little slick on top of the water, like an oil slick. And usually when you see those, it's a good place to cast to. That means that there's fish over there biting. Okay, y'all, so we just pulled back up to our first spot. I got the GoPro on the head right now because some epic stuff is happening. So what y'all just saw was me catching that speckled trout, and then that other place we're at pretty much died out. So we moved back to where we were this morning. The water's nice, it's clean, current moving, lots of bait in here. And I was just standing on the other side and I was reeling on my finger mullet because we're using finger mullet on a jig head again for these flounder. And I saw one in the clear water come up and grab it and go and lay back down, a big flounder. I let him eat for like, I don't know, it must have been close to a minute. Went to set the hook and my line just completely snapped on my leader knot. So I went and retied, came back, and now we're gonna try again and see if we can catch that same one. I didn't hook him, so there's a possibility that that same one could eat again, and I hope it does because it was a monster. Y'all stay tuned, and let's hope that we can hook into at least a few more flounder. We got one in the box though. Okay, we're walking over these sketchy rocks right now, making our way back to where I had that big one come up and hit it. I believe I was right here. And it came from right under this rock. That's a, what is that? You're hooked up, y'all. Oh, it's a flounder, it's a flounder. A crazy flounder bite right here. He just bit it and went straight down. Keeper. No, he's already up. There we go, you guys. That thing bit it and it started swimming, unlike what flounder usually do. Instead of laying down, he just started tearing that line. I thought I had a red. He came up and jumped and everything. It's a nice keeper flounder right there. We're gonna go throw him in the box with the other one. Woo! Here's the flounder I just caught. Yo, look how much he blends in with these rocks right here. All right, we got another one right here, guys. We're gonna let him eat. Broke me off again. Broke me straight off again, dude. What is happening? I guess I'm learning my lesson today. If you get broken off, I mean, if you catch a fish, check your leader and retie. Even if you don't think it's bad, just retie. That's the second time I've broken off. This time right at the hook. That was another good fish. Dang. Let's go retie and try again. That's all we can do. Grab this guy. This is a good sized finger mullet. And I'll show you how I'm hooking him up one more time. So we're taking our hook, putting it right there. Top lip only. Straight out the top of the head. And he's alive and he's gonna squirm around. So now that we got him hooked up, we're just gonna go ahead and take him, flip him out here in the water and slowly drag him back and wait for a thump. Flounder will give you a big thump whenever they bite. That's what we're looking for. Well, as soon as mine hit the bottom, guys, I got a flounder on. You can see that rod bending, you can see him hitting it, thumping it. Got him. He's gonna be a little small, that's not gonna be a keeper. So we'll try to get him up here so he's not beating himself up on the rocks. But hey, that's another flounder. As soon as I put a bait on, they're in here real thick. They seem to have moved in. It was kind of slow earlier, but we're on them now. So let's go ahead and release this guy, get another bait, see if we can do it again. Oh, perfect, he's gone. Well guys, we're actually gonna call it a day right here. we have all these flounder on the tailgate. We each caught 2 flounder. I'm sure as you saw in the video, you can see me catch a couple right there, but it was a good afternoon out here on the water. It's getting pretty late. We're all getting a little bit sunburned, so we're gonna head home right now. But hey, I wanna say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the True Wildlife channel if you are not already. Go down there, there's a big old subscribe button. Just make sure to click that. And then you can see every single time we upload right here. And you can stay tuned and see some more fishing videos just like this one that you just watched. So I wanna say thank you guys again once more. That's it for now. And I'll see y'all back out here again next week for hopefully another awesome day right here on the Texas coast. Peace.